rescue mission. You'd be familiar with rescue missions. This was the greatest rescue mission of all time, when Jesus is going to come into the world and he's going to take down the devil on a different kind of tree, on a cross. So where the first sin entered the world from a tree, now redemption comes through a tree. Where Eve fell, the Blessed Mother brings forth the new plan by saying yes to God and allowing the second person of the Trinity to become incarnate in her womb. And so you can see the parallels of like these first parents and now the new Adam and the new Eve is Mary and Jesus.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a little bit ago, you had mentioned, we were talking about the middleman, and you had mentioned without the priest, there is no Eucharist and there is no confession.
Yeah.
So from what I've learned, we've already been forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of Jesus on the cross. We've all been forgiven. And so can I not ask for forgiveness in my own home?
You can.
What is the difference?
Well, you actually know you've been forgiven. That's the difference. And we are set free through baptism from being under the domain of Satan. He's like a lawyer. He's a legalist, and he knows where his boundaries extend and where they stop. The minute we're baptized, this is what I tell parents all the time, please don't wait for Aunt Sally to fly in 3 months for the baptism. Just baptize the kid right away. Because that restores that person back to God and out from under Satan's foot, literally stepping on the person's neck. And they have them by chains. And legally, they own the person until that kid's baptized or the adult. Once you're baptized, we're completely set free, as you mentioned, until we sin again. And then if we commit another mortal sin, we go right back under the domain of Satan, and we're trapped until we get forgiven, which we know if you go to a priest and the priest absolves you, that has taken place and you're now set free again. And any demons that are attached to you are broken off you, and you can feel the heaviness lift. The church also states that you can have perfect contrition for your sins, which would also bring forth an absolution of your sin. But to have perfect contrition means you have no attachment to sin anymore. Very difficult to do, very difficult to measure. And so I'm always like, it's not that hard, just go to confession. In my church, it's always anonymous.